You know, Tom Brady recently criticized the NFL for being mediocre and putting out a mediocre product. He also went in depth and explained his reasoning as to why that is. A lot of people have took exception to it, and Camron was one of them. Now, we know that Camron expresses himself and his perspectives with a lot of comedy, so let's see if you'll agree. Welcome to SmashDaLikeTV.
Moving along to football real quick. In an interview, Tom Brady says, I think there's a lot of mediocrity in today's NFL. I don't see the excellence I saw in the past. He also explains that coaching and development just isn't as good as it was.
I think there's a lot of mediocrity in today's NFL. I don't see the excellence that I saw in the past.
Why not? Why not?
I think the coaching isn't as good as it was. I don't think the development of young players is as good as it was. The rules have allowed a lot of bad habits to get into the actual performance of the game. So I just think the product, in my opinion, is less than what it's been. I think I look at a lot of players like Ray Lewis and Rodney Harrison and Ronnie Lott and guys that impacted the game in a certain way, and every hit they would have made would have been a penalty. You hear coaches complaining about their own player being tackled and not necessarily, why don't they talk to their player about how to protect himself? We used to work on the fundamentals of those things all the time. Now they're trying to be regulated all the time. Offensive players need to protect themselves. It's not up to a defensive player to protect the offensive player. A defensive player needs to protect himself. I didn't throw the ball to certain areas because I was afraid players were going to get knocked out. That's the reality. Wow. I didn't throw it to the middle when I played Ray Lewis because you knock him out of the game, and I couldn't afford to lose a good player.
So how do you feel about him sharing his thoughts on this?
Tom, if you want to come back, just come back. Like, yo, like, cut this shit out. You on board. You ain't even been a year yet. I really see Tom Brady trying to do some dumb shit in about a year and a half and try to come back. Tom ain't been out the league a whole year now. What's the exact quote, Stack?
He said, I think there's a lot of mediocrity in today's NFL. I don't see the excellence I saw in the past.
I think there's a lot of mediocrity in today's NFL. I don't see the excellence that I saw in the past.
When he says today's NFL, Tom, you was this time last year, you was playing. I can see if you've been out for like 4 or 5 years and you like, yo, today's NFL, this isn't the tape. You was playing this time last year, you was playing, Tom.
I think there's a lot of mediocrity in today's NFL. I don't see the excellence that I saw in the past.
You was playing. Look, Tom Brady's my favorite football player all time. I think he's the best quarterback ever. You know, that's debatable with certain people. Tom, I don't want to do this because I fucking like Tom, man. You let your shorty run you out the NFL, bro. She crept off with the soccer player. You started panicking. She been trying to tell you to retire for years. You finally folded. Now you at home, don't know what to do with yourself. So you watch fucking football every week, and now you sit there and be like, this ain't the NFL I was a part of. You was a part of it like 9 months ago, bro. 9-10 months ago.
I think there's a lot of mediocrity in today's NFL. I don't see the excellence that I saw in the past.
What I would say is this. I didn't think that you should have retired. I thought that you had a lot of football left in you. Pause. But what I will say is this. Don't try and come back now, because when you take this long off, this is when you get hit and it's going to fuck you up bad. If you stay with the momentum and stayed in the NFL, I think it was cool. But this is the type of shit when niggas is bored and they start thinking about doing dumb shit. Yo, meet me in the backyard. Go for 40. Y'all still got it, right? Nigga, nah, Tom, if you didn't take off, I would have went with it. But you can't take off. A nigga hit you, bro, and you try, well, you can't run, so I guess you probably might not really get hit. But if you get sacked the wrong way and all that, pause, it's going to be fucked up. Stop letting these females control your life when you got something that you love. Now, I know you had to make a choice because she loved you too. The thing was, she didn't want to see you get old and get hurt and get fucked up. You made the decision to leave. And the fucked up part about it is, murder, you took too long. She ain't even go back. Wow. All type of shit with us creeping in with a soccer player.
So he retired and she didn't come back to him?
If she did, it's not public. Last thing we know, they got a divorce. Now you got to visit your kids.
So Camron is tying or linking Tom Brady's perspective on modern day football in the NFL to his decision to leave the game, which in Camron's opinion was because he wanted to save his relationship with Gisele. So Camron is stating that in his efforts to save his relationship with Gisele, he left the game that he loved. And now is pretty much dropping bird poop on the game because he's no longer part of it. And this is the reason why Camron said this.
Stop letting these females control your life when you got something that you love.
Now, personally, I think that's the most important piece that Camron dropped in his analysis of the Tom Brady situation. A lot of men do lose focus on things that are important to them because they're being distracted by a woman. I get that from Cam. However, in this particular instance, I don't think Tom Brady was criticizing the NFL because he's no longer part of it. I don't think he wants to go back. And I think Camron kind of missed the point being funny. Not only was he being funny, I think Camron was serious with his perspective. But I think Camron kind of missed the fact that because Brady was part of the modern day as well as the past era that we all appreciated in football, where you were able to hit people, you know, the defense had a little bit more liberty in playing their game. And Tom pointed to the fact that the rule changes switched the mentality in a lot of the players' mind, which is why we have the product we have today. I think Cam kind of missed that point, but Cam still had an interesting perspective. So tell me what you think, man. Drop it in the comments. Was Camron accurate in his analysis of Tom Brady's criticism of modern-day football in the NFL, or was he accurate? This is Smash the Like TV, man. Y'all know I appreciate y'all rocking with me. But don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. It's Smash the Like TV. Please smash that like button for me. And make sure you hit the subscribe before you take the next ride. Your brother Be Easy is out of here like Vladimir. Peace.